Welcome to Food, Wine, and Whiskey, a podcast about having fun conversations on tasty dishes, vinos, and spirits from around the world. Rob is your host. He is an avid home chef, WSET Level 2 award in wine, and a whiskey drinker and collector. Time to set the table. Here's Rob.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Food, Wine, and Whiskey. You heard her voice right there on the intro, and you are lucky enough you get to hear her voice for this entire episode tonight. How are you, babe? Sandra back on the show.
Hi.
Are you excited to be here?
Absolutely.
All right, babe, we're going to have a conversation tonight. We were sitting around trying to figure out getting you back on the episode or on the podcast. I'm always pushing you to come on the podcast. I like having you on these episodes. You're always a little bit reluctant. But when we can find a topic or a way to get you to kind of lead or drive the conversation and ask me questions, you seem more receptive to that.
Sometimes.
You don't want to be under the gun.
No.
Okay. So you've come up with or found a wine quiz. Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Okay. And it's on your phone. So what we're going to do is you're going to go through these questions. I guess you want to validate that I'm learning some stuff in this world, this little hobby that I have, and you want to confirm that the money I'm spending, you're getting, a return on that with the knowledge that's in my head?
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
Gosh, fingers crossed. So, what is this? What we got going on?
Well, I was looking for different quizzes that I could give you, or even play games with friends when they come over for dinners and all kinds of stuff. Anyway, so as in looking through the internet, came across some of these quizzes and thought, wow, I wonder if Rob really knows the answers to these
Really knows.
questions.
You thought that. Does Rob really know?
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't think how many of these. I know he knows some. How many does he know? You wondered if I knew any.
Okay. Well, maybe you know more than I'm guessing.
Okay. Well, I'm going to let you know on a little secret now. As you ask me questions, it may trigger me to ask a question of you. So you might be put on the spot a little bit tonight as well. So just mentally be prepared for that.
Okay.
Does that make you nervous now?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's see how Sandra does.
Not very well.
All right. So we got a wine quiz. So what are we going to do? You're just going to kind of go down, or have you kind of picked out questions you want, or are you just going in order?
I'm just going to go and I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Maybe a random draw.
Okay.
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 Now, these shouldn't be too hard for you, though.
Okay.
I don't think. I tried to go easy on you. Okay, so first part is about wine varietals.
Wine varietals. Okay. Fire away when you're ready.
Okay. What is Australia's most important wine grape?
Well,
that's pretty easy.
Yeah, Shiraz, otherwise known as Syrah.
Okay.
Is that right?
That is correct.
You going to give me a ding, 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 or an applause or
something?
something?
Yeah. Do you have the applause?
I think we have an applause. Let me see.
Well, let's go on and then we'll...
Okay.
Okay. What is the dominant grape in Chianti? Easy one, too.
Well, it's your favorite grape.
Mm-hmm.
Sangiovese.
That's right.
This is kind of... is it going to get tougher than this?
I hope so. Okay. How long after planting is a grapevine ready to make wine?
They say on average about 4 years.
Well,
is that wrong?
It's 3 to 5.
Okay, well, I mean,
you got
kind of split it there. Give me,
yay!
I mean, that's kind of right in the middle. So,
yeah,
I've always heard 4 years is when it typically will start to yield some fruit that you can, then put in a bottle.
Yeah, yep. Okay, let's see. How much wine is in a barrel?
In a barrel, are you? How much wine, or how much can a barrel hold?
How much wine is in a barrel?
Well, I mean,
I would say
a wine
how
barrel
okay.
is about 60 gallons.
Yes.
Okay, is that right?
That is correct.
Okay. I didn't know what you were asking me there.
Well, I don't know. That's what it asked here. It said, fun fact, there are 126 gallons in a buttload of wine.
In a buttload? Whose butt?
I don't know.
Okay.
But that's what it said. I don't know. Okay. On average, how much wine does an acre of grapevines produce?
Ooh, an acre?
Yes.
And in what way are they asking? Like how many barrels or how many
gallons?
How many gallons? Mm-hmm. I would say an acre.
Uh-huh.
Maybe about 1,000 gallons.
Well, it's pretty close.
What's the answer?
You want to try again?
No, because I wouldn't know which way to go.
800.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't too far off.
No, you were just very close.
A few barrels off.
Yeah.
That wasn't too bad.
No,
okay.
Good job.
Yeah.
That
Do I get
deserves
one
the
of these?
applause, yes.
Okay. All right. I did good.
Okay. Oh, okay. What's the biggest kind of wine bottle?
Ooh. Man, I have no idea. The biggest wine bottle I've ever seen was at our friend Rip Rutherford's house, and it was a 6-liter bottle. So other than that, I wouldn't know what it would be.
This is even bigger than
It is.
6 liter. Mm-hmm.
6 liters is a big bottle of wine.
No, this is a big bottle of wine.
What is it?
Okay. Oh. It's called a Nukenbach Nestor.
Oh, now you're just making stuff up.
And it holds 15 liters of wine.
15 liters?
That's what it says.
It's like 20 bottles.
Yeah. That's equivalent of 20 regular bottles in a single huge bottle.
That how do you even pour that?
I have carefully.
Okay.
That's what it says. Nembuchadnezzar.
Never seen one. You're going to have to pull up a picture at some point.
Okay, well, I will. We'll pull it up and we'll post it.
Okay.
We'll post that because, I got you.
Yeah, I've never even heard of that.
Heard of that.
I've only seen and heard of a 6-liter, so, I mean, I'm a little surprised it goes bigger than that, but I don't know who would be. I mean, I'm guessing it's some big celebration or big dinner or something, but again, why wouldn't you just get 20 bottles so you could put them out and pour? I don't know why somebody would put wine in a bottle like that. And then, the thought is always the bigger the wine, the longer it's going to take to develop in the bottle.
Right.
So if you have a bottle that can hold, 20 standard bottles of wine, I can only imagine.
How do you even store that?
You dig a hole. You put it. You go to Alaska and put it in some snow or something. I don't know.
How would you even open?
Yeah, I don't know.
What I'm thinking is that they already have the big
A drill
bottle.
press?
I'm thinking they already have the big bottle, and they probably just dumped 20 bottles of wine.
No.
You don't think it's just for show?
No. That's gotta. I mean, if that's truly a thing, just like a 6-liter sealed and it's a bottle, that's got to be a bottle. I'm just trying to think of, who said, "Hey, I would like what is it, 15 liters?
Yeah, 15 liters.
I want a 15-liter bottle." And what winery said, "You know what? That's a good idea. Let's make one."
I don't know.
I mean, I just don't know where that's
I wonder what kind of wine
applicable that you're going to use that kind of bottle. And then the aging, like I said, that's going to take, depending on the quality of wine, it could take forever for that to age. I mean, you might have to hand that down a couple of generations.
It might not be very good quality wine.
Then why put it in a big bottle like that?
I don't know. Again, for show?
I don't know. That's a weird one. Okay.
I know.
Interesting fact that we're learning tonight, though.
Right?
I never knew a wine. I'm trying to think of that 6-liter bottle. It's pretty good size, but I mean,
Can you imagine 15 liter?
Maybe they have a 7-liter glass, and it's only 2 glasses you get out of that.
It's for the Jolly Green Giant.
I guess. Jack's friend. That's a fun one.
Yeah, I was like, okay. Well, here on the opposite end, how much wine is in a standard bottle?
750 milliliters.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one's an easy one.
That was an easy one. Okay, here's another easy one.
Okay.
What is the most widely planted grape in the world?
That's another easy one, Cabernet Sauvignon. But here's a question back to you.
Oh, no.
What's the most widely planted grape in Bordeaux?
Cabernet?
No.
Okay.
Merlot.
Well, I
It's
probably
kind of
should
a
have
trick
known
question
that, but
kind of a trick question because globally Cabernet Sauvignon, but a lot of people I think would think in Bordeaux, right, which is thought to be the home of Cabernet, and it is. They would think that would also be the most widely planted, but it's not. Merlot is planted a lot to go with the Cabernet on the left bank, but Merlot on the right bank is the dominant grape with mostly Cab Franc. So Therefore,
Okay.
it's the most planted variety.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Got you on that one.
Well, yes.
Okay.
Yes, you did. Okay. So, what type of French wine is typically made from Pinot Noir grapes?
That would be what type of French wine?
What type of French wine is typically
Sancerre
made?
Rouge. It's always made from Pinot Noir. I'm just kidding. You're
I
talking
was
about
like-
Burgundy, aren't you?
Yes, I was
But
like,
Sancerre
what?
Rouge is also made by
I don't even know that
Pinot
one.
Noir. Yes, you do.
I do.
Yeah. Rouilly from the Loire
Oh
Valley.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I do.
Yeah. It's Pinot Noir. Anyway, I'm just being funny with you because
I
that's
know.
another. You're just throwing me these little,
Those are easy
softballs
ones.
up here.
I know. I'm trying to make you look good here, honey. Okay.
Oh, you're doing a good job, babe.
Okay. Let's do some vino vocabulary.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. Here's an easy one. What does non-vintage or NV mean?
Well, that just means that it doesn't come from 1 year. So the wine can have multiple years of grapes blended and pressed and put into that wine.
That is correct.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
You looked at me with this face, and then you gave me the. I'm trying to remember what game show host. You gave me that nod of the head. That is correct. And I was like, well, that was kind of weird.
No, that is
You had
correct.
me a little nervous. Most commonly, it can happen in still wines, but most commonly in sparkling wines, specifically champagne, you'll see a lot of that with houses.
Yes, they do. Okay. What species of grape is responsible for the most of the wine made throughout the world?
Oh, the Vitis vinifera.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I thought I had you there.
That's the that's the mother of all grapes for winemaking. There's other species of grapes, but for winemaking, that's the mother of all grapes. So when you think about Cabernet or Chardonnay or Sauvignon Blanc or all these grapes come from.
Vitis vinifera. Mm-hmm. Interesting. I
Hey,
had
I'm
no
impressing
idea.
my wife tonight. You
Yeah.
thought you had me on that
I
one?
did.
Because you had no clue.
I had no idea.
Yeah, but
I
you
didn't. I've never.
You
heard of it.
haven't been reading wine books.
That is true.
You just drink wine.
And that is true.
Yeah, lots of wine.
Yes. Yes.
All right, what else you got?
Okay. Let me see. Okay. What does appellation mean? Oh, that's easy.
So tell people, what does appellation mean?
Well, I'm asking you.
It's the area or the region specific to that wine being made.
Yes.
Yeah.
Growing region a wine comes from.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes. Very good. Okay. Let's try testing your champagne.
This is a weak area for me, so this will be fun. See if
Okay,
I,
okay.
Yeah, because champagne, you and I just recently being, the last couple of years, started getting into champagne a little bit more. I understand the process of champagne, I think, but I definitely don't know the region very well at all.
Oh,
So champagne, what do you got for me?
okay. Here's a fun one. I don't know if you know this. How fast can the cork fly out of a champagne bottle?
Ooh, I do not know that. This would be purely a guess. Man, I know it can be pretty quick, pretty hard. It can do some damage.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it can top out at about 150 miles an hour. Is that too fast?
That's too fast.
Okay. What is it?
50 miles per
Oh,
hour.
okay, yeah. I gave it a lot more credit than it was. I
That's
guess.
one thing that I'm always so scared of with that
Yeah.
cork. And you're lucky that I do not like to open champagne.
I'm lucky.
Yes, because if I knew how to
You'd
open
hurt
those,
yourself. I'm not lucky.
No,
You're
no,
lucky
no,
you
no,
don't
no. Not that I would hurt myself. If I knew how to open it, we'd be going through a lot more champagne
Oh.
than.
I don't know if that's a reason we don't go through more champagne. All you have to do is ask, and I'll pour it.
Well, that is true, but
Yeah.
I hate to. If you're not here, I would like
Oh, yeah,
to
well,
have some.
that's a good reason that you can't, because when I'm not here, you can't drink it without me.
Right.
Yeah. That
So-
goes for most of the wine.
No,
Oh,
I can
okay.
open all the other ones.
Guess you can get a step ladder for
Yeah,
some
I
of
can
the-
get them
okay.
all. I don't have
All
a
right.
problem with that. It's just the champagnes.
I have no idea. It's kind of a fun fact to have, 150 miles an hour.
Not 150.
I mean, 50. Yeah. I kind of like my answer better, 150. That sounds more devastating. That thing can hit you at 150 miles an hour.
Well, 50 miles an hour is...
50 is pretty good. No. But that is a fun fact. You know, that's some, I have some friends, you have some friends that are into champagne. We'll test them on that bit of...
See if they know.
I call that a fun fact. I don't think that's something you need to know, but interesting. 50 miles an hour. That's pretty good force.
Yeah, which is why they say you should, put your hand over the cage or the, right?
Yeah, on the cage.
You do that and then
after you've turned the key. Yeah.
How many times do you do?
6 times. And then you turn the bottle. You just hold the cork and turn the bottle.
Oh, you turn the bottle.
Yeah.
See, I'd have been doing it all wrong.
That's what she said.
That was not good.
No.
Okay. At what point in the winemaking process does champagne get its bubbles?
In the second fermentation.
Well, I don't know if what you're saying is right. It says here champagne gets its bubbles while it's in the bottle.
Yeah.
That's during the second fermentation
in the bottle.
Okay. I believe you.
Yeah.
Ooh, here's another good one.
Okay.
Another fun fact.
Okay.
How many bubbles are there in a bottle of champagne?
How many bubbles?
Yeah.
Well, that's not a fun fact.
Well,
that's what we call a dumb question.
According to
the
internet.
All right. Well, fun fact,
guess.
and try to prove me wrong on my answer. I know it's exactly right. There is exactly 1,372,143 bubbles in every bottle of sparkling wine.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's 49 million bubbles.
Is it 49 million?
Yeah.
I thought I was high with 150 miles an hour. I thought I was ridiculously high with 1 million bubbles, and it's 49 million in a bottle?
Yeah. 49 million.
Okay. I guess by what they mean is when you pour it, too, the bubbles just keep coming up from the bottom. Well, I guess so, man. That's another fun. That's kind of a fun fact.
But who counts that? How do you even count that?
That's a great question. How do you track that? Maybe we should call bullshit on that. They just
I know, I kind of like it, though.
Why not 50 million?
Nope, 49 million.
And it's an even 49.
Even.
Not a 49,113,619.
No, 49 million.
Okay, yeah, I might call BS on that one.
There's one guy going, 1, 2.
I want to know how long that takes because those bubbles can go quick. You got to slow that down if you're like video.
I don't know.
Motion
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess there might be a machine that can do that. But fun fact, but dumb question.
Yeah. Well, that's not even listed under the fun facts.
Oh, it's not?
No.
This is like a technical question?
I guess so, yeah. This is all listed under testing your champagne knowledge. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not even a fun fact. Now we're into the wine trivia fun facts.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, how old is the oldest winery in the world?
The oldest winery? Mm-hmm. So still active winery?
It doesn't say. No, it's not active.
Well, then I would say, if I had to make a guess, I would say, I don't know exactly. I don't know this answer, but I would say probably comes from Georgia, and it's probably around 8,000 years old.
Well, no, it's older than that.
Older than that? Okay.
Well,
Well, what does it say?
Well, maybe not. Yeah, I think it's older. The oldest winery uncovered so far dates back to 4100 BC.
Well, that's not 8,000 years.
No, that's...
4,100 plus our 2,000 is 60, so it's a little over 6,000 years.
So you were maybe
pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought there was, pretty sure I've read that there's been evidence of wine being made in countries like Georgia from 6,000 to 8,000 years. This is
Armenia.
Oh, I said countries like Georgia, so that's in the same area. Back 6,000, 8,000 years. And so I went the higher side of 8,000. But I'm in the ballpark.
You are.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to take that away from you because
pretty close. I know it's been
far back.
thousands of years, but that's why I was trying to get clarification on the question, because I was like, well, those old ones aren't still making wine.
Yeah,
so.
no, this one is
Okay.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had no idea.
What would you have guessed if somebody asked you that question, honestly? Would you thought hundreds of years, or would you have thought thousands of years?
Well, I would have thought thousands because of Jesus, and they used to drink wine back before Jesus' time.
Yeah, so that's a great point.
So
That's
I would have thought thousands of years.
Yeah, but you may not have gotten as high as 6.
Probably not.
Okay, you didn't think Jesus invented wine.
No.
Okay.
He just turned water into wine.
He did. Okay.
But because I knew they drank wine back then, so I would have gone thousands.
Cool.
But not that much. I probably would have said like 2,000 or something. I don't know. Maybe even more than that. I don't know. Okay. Well, you know this one. What colors of wine can wine be? Oh, yeah. Let's see. What colors can wine be?
Red, white, rosé, orange, and
This is a tricky one.
I mean, when you say color, red, white, rosé, you have orange. Orange wine is, that's a technical term. I don't know if it's really the color.
This one I don't think you'll get.
Okay, go ahead.
Blue.
You show me where you've ever seen a blue wine. Another one I am calling bullshit on.
It says
Blue wine. Where?
I'm gonna tell you.
Where's this wine quiz from?
It says here, you get orange wine from,
Yeah.
and it says feeling blue. It almost seems rude to include orange and blue wine in the same sentence. While orange wine is intriguingly full-bodied, blue wine is a silky byproduct of the selfie generation. Oh. As much as the dazzling blue liquid may look intriguing on Instagram, wine fans are not convinced.
Yeah, okay. I'm with them. So I think that's just silly. Is what I think that is. I don't think you could ask a master somm or a master of wine or anybody with any kind of education in wine what the colors of what colors can wine be, and blue would be mentioned by any of them. That's ridiculous.
It's the blue dye. I don't know.
Okay, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Which Greek goddess is used to signify that a wine bottle has been certified as biodynamic?
Oh man, I don't know that. I don't know my Greek
didn't.
gods. That would be the one.
It's
who's
a goddesses.
That's
Greek
what I said.
god-
A Greek god. So goddess is a Greek goddess, right? They all come from the Greeks, or no?
Yes.
It would have to be. I know it's not Hades. She's the bad one, I think, isn't she? I don't know my Greek goddesses and gods. So, but it's whoever's in charge of the earth.
Demeter?
Okay.
I have no idea.
What's her?
I don't know. I'd have to let me Google who is Demeter.
Okay, while you're looking that up, the goddess Demeter. While you're looking that up, your top 3 white wines you enjoy drinking right now.
Oh.
See, I told you I was going to put you on the spot here tonight on this episode.
That I like top 3
White wines.
white wines.
From regions that we've been drinking, varieties that
Well,
we've been drinking that you enjoy.
Okay. I like Chenin Blanc.
Yep. Fun one.
Yes. And I have been enjoying some Chablis and champagne. I like champagne.
Boy, you're just loaded in France. I thought you would throw an Italian one in there.
Well, those are good too.
You just can't name any.
I just no.
Name me 3 Italian white wines. Now
Pinot Grigio.
Other than Pinot Grigio. Go. I'm putting you on the spot because I think you would like to have some white wines from Italy in there, but you can't.
I can't think of their names now.
Not Pinot Grigio. Just give me 3 white wines from Italy. There's a ton.
Well, now let me see.
Can you not name one? other than Pinot Grigio, a white wine.
Now you just put me on the spot.
I told you at the beginning of this show that we're going to put you on the spot a little bit too. How about this one? Suave.
Oh, yes, Suave.
Okay. Gavi.
Gavi. Franciacorta.
Franciacorta would be a sparkling, but...
Yeah, but I do like... I've come to enjoy a whole lot more of the sparkling.
Okay. Other white wines? Fiano? You don't remember Fiano?
I don't remember Fiano.
Okay.
But, yeah, Suave. Why didn't I think
Pecorino?
about that? I guess because we don't have as much of those Italian whites. I do enjoy them, but we just don't... I feel like I drink more of the...
Here's an example of
French.
you not even knowing what's in your glass.
That's right.
Because you've been drinking a lot of Italian whites here of late.
We have.
Timoroso? None of these triggering a...
Not the Timoroso.
No? Okay.
But I'm sure I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I do enjoy...
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Wine.
I thought you'd be able to name a couple of Italian white wines. How often do I tell you that's my favorite country for white wines? From top to bottom.
Yes,
just thinking
yes.
there's
You said
a
that
great diversity and quality and price point.
And in conversations that you've had with other people, the Italian wine reps and winemakers, I know you've told them that you enjoy the white Italian wines, and sometimes they're a little surprised because they don't think people know much about their Italian whites.
There's just a tremendous amount of what I call... I mean, there's cool and unique regions in Italy, too, and the same for France, but I just think by volume and by quality and by price and by kind of diversity of these different styles, Italy's just my favorite country to drink white wine and red wine.
Yes.
I like Italy. Sorry.
Yes, I do, too. Okay, so
right, back to the
goddess,
yeah.
ancient goddess she's the ancient goddess of harvest, of the harvest.
Of the harvest, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. I didn't even know the name.
She was a very important goddess to ancient Greek people who farmed a lot of their food. So.
Okay, back to the quiz.
Okay, let me get back to the quiz. All right. Wines from around the world.
Okay, next category.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pat.
You're welcome.
Say Jack.
Which country has the largest area of vineyards?
Largest area?
Mm-hmm. Which country?
What is Spain?
Yes.
Is that right?
That is correct.
Yeah. Thank goodness I watched that YouTube show on Spain a couple weeks ago. Hey, knowledge, putting it up here.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Well, and there are about 1,154,000 hectares of vineyards throughout the country.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
That is a lot. You don't even know what a hectare is compared to an acre, do you?
I have no idea.
I'm not sure what the math is either, but I think it's like 2-point-something acres to every hectare, just to give you a reference.
Okay.
So 2.5, let's just call it 2.5 times.
That's a lot.
I think that's right. And I might be completely wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Close. I'm close. 2-point-something. I might not be right on 2.5, but 2-point-something.
I believe you.
Hectare. Yeah.
I believe you.
Okay, next one. Fire away.
What is the only winemaking region in the world that wasn't affected by the phylloxera louse?
I would say...
You know that one?
Well, I think I do, but it's winemaking region, so it's not a country.
What is the only winemaking region in the world that wasn't affected by the phylloxera?
I'm pretty sure it was a region in Australia, and I'm trying to remember what region it was because I'm not well versed in Australian wines. It's an area that I want to learn more about. I think it was an Australian region. And I'm going to just say, no, it's not Australia. Oops. Okay, no sense burning any more air. What was it?
Chile. Experts don't totally know why Chile has escaped the pest, but they believe it has to do with the Chile's geographic isolation
That's a country.
Well, it's
Chile's a country, not a wine region.
wine-making region.
Well, a region to me is
make...
like in Chile, you have different, appellations. That's the region. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about that. But if I think France and I go, the country of France makes wine, what region? Well, there's Burgundy and there's Bordeaux and there's the Loire Valley and there's the Rhone Valley. Those are regions within that winemaking country. That's why I was asking that, because I would have still not got Chile.
You would have said Chile then?
But I know the reason I'm kind of pushing back a little bit is I know, and I don't remember what it was, but if somebody listening to this wants to tell me what it is, because I know it's there is a region in Australia that didn't get affected. Parts of Australia did, but this particular wine region did not. And so, when you get phylloxera, it's a disease, these little critters that would eat the roots of the vines and kill the vine. And we took it to Europe, we being, the United States. We took our vines over there, planted them, and then just decimated all their vines. And this was in the late 1800s. And come to find out, those little critters didn't kill our vines. It only killed the vines around the rest of the world. And so when winemakers, most places, they have what you'll call, they've grafted on American rootstock and then put their vine and grafted it to it so that those critters won't eat, the phylloxera won't eat the vines and kill them, and they can still grow grapes.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that.
But I know for a fact, because Australia is very proud that they have a region that still are, vines are 150 years old, and some a little less, but up to 150 years old with that original rootstock. They did not have to graft in American rootstock.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So that's why I said Australia. And again, recently learned that a couple months ago. So
yeah, was it with that?
Mark Davidson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember.
He came on the podcast.
Yes, I do. I remember that. That was a very good conversation.
Yeah. But I did not realize Chile didn't get affected at all.
It said it has to do with Chile's geographic isolation provided by the Andes Mountains and the Pacific Ocean.
I was going to say they had to be on the right side of the Andes because Argentina is just on the other side, and they they obviously got it because they're not mentioned. So, yeah, that's an interesting one.
Yeah. Okay. How much wine is consumed throughout the world each year? How much wine do you think?
Oh, and are we talking gallons or what are we, bottles? What are we?
Liters.
Liters. Okay. So I'm going to say you put down about 400,000 liters a year.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's about right.
Man, I would say the average person, if you drink 3 bottles of wine a week, that's 150. I would say 150, and you say, man, that's going to be a lot of wine. Liters, I'm going to say 250 million liters.
Oh, 250 million? That's way low.
Way low?
Yeah.
I was going to say billions, but I said can't hit the billions.
24.7 billion.
Okay. I was wondering, but I was like, man, I was trying to figure out how many people actually drink wine. You got 6 billion people on Earth, or 7 billion, whatever the number is. I'm going, well, they don't all drink wine, obviously, but wow.
They take into account for those that don't. Those that do take into the account for those that don't.
Oh, they make up for it? You're saying they call dibs and drink theirs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 24.7 billion liters of wine
are consumed every year.
Yes, throughout the world, each year.
Do you see that? It doesn't give you any graph from year to year. You're just getting the.
Just gave me a number.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's
and
interesting.
Take these questions and answers for what they are.
Yeah. I mean, 250 million. I guess when you think about the world, that's probably when you think about billion people. If you had 6 billion people in the world, 1 billion drink wine, you're already. I don't know. Who knows? Okay, go ahead. Okay. What do you have?
All right.
So we finished the first quiz. You had to look for another one.
Yeah.
So I think I got an A. Pretty close.
Yeah. I say you passed.
I didn't ace it, but I
passed.
Passed?
You passed.
I got most of the questions right.
Yeah, you passed. You got an A.
Okay, an A.
Yes.
Passing is a C or a C minus or a D or whatever. I got an A.
You got an A.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Keep them coming.
What is the ideal storage temperature for all wine?
Storage temperature for all wine, I'll give you mine.
Average, I guess.
Average?
Well,
I would say I'm usually 54 to 58, so if you go average, I'll split the difference and say 56.
55.
55.
So very good.
Pretty close. I'm 54 on whites and 58 on reds. But anyway, go ahead.
All right. All right. Does Chablis have low or high acidity?
It's some of the world's highest acidity. Beautiful wines with this wonderful acidity. High acidity, super high.
You are right.
Of course I'm right. You're looking at me like you thought you were going to get. There's some things that I might go, yeah, you know what, I might be wrong on that one. But the acidity level in Chablis is not one of them.
Okay. Here's another one.
Yeah.
What is the most important region in France for Pinot Noir?
Most important region? Well, I mean, for Pinot Noir, I'd have to say Burgundy. I don't know how that could be wrong. You're trying to make me feel like it's a trick question or something.
You are right.
It is Burgundy? Okay. Mm-hmm. That was kind of another little softball there.
I know.
But you kind of had me going, when you said most important, I'm like, well, Burgundy is where they make it, but what would be more important? But okay.
I don't know. That's just the question.
Okay.
I don't write the questions. I just ask them.
You just ask them, okay.
What northern Italian white wine is light and crisp with notes of lemon, melon, peach, and yellow apple?
Northern white wine, light and crisp.
You want me to read it again?
Yeah, go ahead.
What northern Italian white wine is light and crisp with notes of lemon, melon, peach, and yellow apple? Couldn't yellow apple be a little sweet?
I'll go back to, man, it could be a few different things, but I'll go with Gavi.
Pinot Grigio.
Oh, no. Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
Maybe from Alto Adige.
Let me see. Make sure I got the right answer.
I'm sure you did. That's an Italian white wine.
Pinot Grigio.
I would not get, when you ask me white wines, I will never mention Pinot Grigio because it's just not something that's complex and enough for me. That's just me, unless it's from Alto Adige. Then they make some stunning Pinot Grigio.
I don't know. Okay. What is the grape used to make Barolo DOCG?
Nebbiolo.
Land survey says yes.
Okay.
Good job.
That's another softball. I mean, did you know that one?
No, I did not know that one.
Come on. You didn't really know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Okay. Here's what we're going to do with the rest of these questions. Since you don't have the answer right in front of you, you have to scroll a little bit. We're going to let you answer first and then me.
Well, I'm going to pick some easy ones.
Well, that's a true. Okay. Go ahead. What's the next question?
What does it mean if a wine is described as hot?
What does it mean?
Huh. What does it mean if a wine is described as hot? I don't know. Very tannic, maybe?
My guess would be that it's out of balance with the alcohol.
Okay. Yeah, high in alcohol.
Yeah. And what I mean by out of balance is you can have a high level of alcohol in a wine, but if it's working, it's balanced right with the fruit, the acidity, the tannins, you don't notice that it's that high. That's where a lot of people go, that's higher alcohol than I thought. It's not drinking that hot, right? And so when a wine drinks that hot, to me, it's because it's out of balance. The alcohol is not incorporated well into that wine.
Okay, so question, how would you know if it's high in alcohol?
Tastes hot. I'm just kidding. You know how you would taste the alcohol more than you should, or more than you would typically like to in a wine. It would burn a little, and you'd be like, wait, the alcohol is way too present in this. Remember, balance is the key thing in wine. You want those components to work together. The alcohol, the tannins, the fruit, the acidity. And if they're all working in harmony, then we have a very well-made wine. If something's one of those, it can be very tannic, but the alcohol is fine, but you still don't like it because the tannins are out of balance, or the acidity is way too hot or high or whatever. So when the alcohol it tastes hotter because you're noticing the alcohol more. When you notice alcohol, it's hot on you, right? Like whiskey or bourbon or whatever.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's where that comes
makes
from.
sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Because, when I think hot, I'm thinking like when you taste whiskey or bourbon or anything and it's high in alcohol and it burns and it's hot.
When I think hot, usually looking at you. How about that?
Funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is drier, Brut Champagne or Brut Nature Champagne?
Brut Nature Champagne.
Oh, Nature. Brut Nature.
Yeah, you know what that means, right?
What does Nature mean?
Natural.
Oh.
So
yeah.
the Brut is the levels of residual sugar that they add at the end to typically balance out the champagne. And when it's natural, that just means however it comes at the end, that's it. That's it. They don't add anything, which you know how I feel about that. Not a big fan.
Not a fan.
Yeah, I think, let's make the bottle of wine the best it can be. And if that means adding a little bit of residual sugar to the champagne, then do it.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. Did I get it right?
You did.
All right.
Okay.
I knew I did. I just wanted to hear you say it.
What is Australia's most popular grape with its notes of blackberry and olive?
Shiraz.
Let me see.
I mean, you say Australia's most popular.
It's not Shiraz.
Oh, Shiraz. Shiraz.
Wrong. Shiraz.
Yeah, when you say Australia's most popular grape, you don't even have to give me the descriptors of it. We know what it is for Australia. Australia's doing a really good job of trying to become known for more than just Shiraz. And they do a really good job. They make some great... you talk about a country that has taken the Italian white grapes and making some great Italian white wines. Australia is doing that. But they also make some beautiful Cabernet Sauvignon. And they, when you talk about the Tasmanian Devil...
Oh, yeah.
The island of Tasmania. They make some beautiful Pinot Noir there. So, yeah, Australia's doing some great things with wine.
Yeah, we have gone to some tastings with Australian wines and
beautiful
delicious.
Wines. Yeah.
Delicious. Okay. True or false? The heavier the bottle, the better the wine.
That is a big fat F. And I don't want to lug around and I don't want to have to struggle to get it in my wine fridge. So stop making these big, heavy glass bulky bottles that to the average consumer they probably think that. That's why they're asking the question. But
they're terrible.
Yeah, they're terrible. We don't like them.
They're absolutely terrible.
Bordeaux bottles. I mean, every wine refrigerator is made to fit this nice little petite Bordeaux bottle. And then the American producers in Napa are the worst.
Ones.
Oh my gosh!
I know. I don't like them either.
Looks like a Magnum, but it's a 750.
It's not the big.
Yeah. It's a 15-liter bottle for $7.50. Yeah.
Okay. What is the term used to describe a vineyard's unique characteristics encompassing the climate, soil, and topography?
The terroir.
I believe you are correct. Yep. Mm-hmm. Even I kind of knew that.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I did.
No, I'm just teasing. I would think you would.
Pinotage is a cross of which two grapes?
Ooh, I know it's Pinot Noir. This is a South African grape. Mm-hmm. We haven't had it a whole lot. We've had it a couple of times.
Yeah.
I know it's Pinot Noir, and then it's an indigenous grape to South Africa that I don't think I know the name of. What is it?
Yeah, I've never heard of this. You are correct with Pinot Noir and Sensat.
Oh, Sensat. Okay, I didn't know that. That's a French grape.
Okay.
I didn't realize that.
I don't think I've...
I thought it was something indigenous to South Africa, but it's not. Okay.
Yep.
Did not know that.
Sensat. I do like a pinotage.
Yeah.
Those are good.
They're different.
Okay, here's an easy one for you. What is Germany's most famous grape?
Riesling.
Correct.
Yeah, that's name me another grape in Germany.
Gewürztraminer.
No, in Germany, not Austria.
Oh, that's Austrian?
Yeah, Germany.
Gewürztraminer?
What?
I don't know.
I'm just teasing you. They probably do have some Gewürztraminer there, but I was wondering what you would say. I was thinking Blaufränkisch.
Blaufränkisch.
Do you know Blaufränkisch? It's their Pinot Noir.
Oh, no. Yeah. I don't know.
You thought I made that up, didn't
Yes,
you? No. That's so funny. You didn't even know that was actually a grape, Blaufränkisch.
Blaufränkisch?
Blaufränkisch.
Blaufränkisch?
Doesn't it sound German?
Well, yeah.
Okay. You laugh like you're just making that crap
Well,
up.
I thought you were Blaufränkisch.
Yeah. Look at you. You're gaining some knowledge tonight.
I like more Gewürztraminer?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
True or false? Grapevines go dormant in the winter.
True.
You are right. Okay, what was the pest that nearly wiped out all of Europe's
Phylloxera.
grapevines? Phylloxera.
Notice they say Europe, not American.
I know. Well, now I learned something.
Yeah.
And not Chile.
Not Chile, yeah.
All right. The legally defined region from which a wine originates is referred to as what in France?
An AOC,
Yeah.
appellation of control. Is that right or no? Or am I misunderstanding?
Nope. They just call it an appellation.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
AOC is what they put on the bottle, or appellation of control.
What is the popular aromatic grape widely grown in New Zealand?
Sauvignon Blanc,
Yeah, that's correct.
which I'm not a fan of that grape from that region.
I am not either.
Too much grass and grapefruit for me.
Okay. What fungus that grows on ripe grapes is desirable for making certain sweet wines?
So that's noble rot.
What is that? No?
It's I can't think of the technical term, Botrytis or whatever you say it.
Botrytis?
Yeah, you know me in pronunciations, but yeah, it's called noble rot. It's the good rot that makes wines delicious.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
You're impressed, huh?
Yep.
Hey, finally, after 30 years, I'm impressing my wife.
Woohoo. Okay. What is the citrusy, herbaceous, zippy white grape grown in granite-based vineyards of Rías Baixas, Spain?
Ooh. That would be Albarreño.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Wow. That was a big mouthful of a question. Jeez.
You don't even know that region in Spain, huh?
No, I don't know much about Spain.
You're going to have to start hanging out with me more. Not just drinking it, but paying attention when I talk. Now I know when I tell you stuff about a wine, you're just looking at me shaking your head in la la land somewhere.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, what grape is used to make Prosecco?
Oh, that is Glera.
That is correct.
Yeah. I'm kind of impressing myself. I was a little nervous kind of recording an episode with you quizzing me on wine stuff. And I thought, man, I'm going to screw this up and look silly. But
Oh, I had every faith in you.
yeah, I guess those online or those watching on YouTube could see the face you just made.
What is Cremant?
Cremant is a sparkling wine of France made in any region in France other than Champagne, but it's made in the same method, the traditional method of Champagne. So you can have Cremant d'Alsace from Alsace, Cremant de Bourgogne made in Burgundy or Loire Valley, but it's the Champagne method, just not made in Champagne, a sparkling wine in France.
That is correct. Okay, well, I think I've gotten through a lot of questions here.
Yeah, how'd I do?
So you did very good. I am very impressed.
Are you really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, here's a question for you.
Okay.
It was one that I had posed out there. Which bank do you prefer, right or left bank of Bordeaux?
Well, we don't drink a lot of Bordeaux. For a lot of reasons we won't even go down. But if I am going to drink something from Bordeaux, I go right bank. I'm a huge fan of Merlot, and I'm a huge fan of Cab Franc. And
Yes, you do.
When you go to right bank, you usually get Cab Franc and Merlot, and it's a blend, and it's usually pretty good. So,
Well,
yeah.
what do you usually get in the left bank?
You get Cabernet dominant wines with some Merlot typically mixed in.
Okay.
So those are your three most dominant grapes in Bordeaux, even though there's 6 that can be used in that region. The other ones really aren't used anymore, but
I'm really going to start
technically
now.
allowed.
I'm going to start paying attention which one I like more because I do like Merlot.
Yeah.
I'm iffy sometimes on the Cab Franc.
Okay.
I do like Cabernet.
Okay.
And what did you say the other one with the left bank?
Well, it's Cabernet and Merlot, and then right bank
Cabernet.
is Cab
Well, then
Franc
maybe
and Merlot.
then I'm wondering if I go more left bank because
Well-
I do like a Merlot and I do like a Cabernet.
We'll do a couple of blinds.
I would like to see.
The first blind will have 2 left banks, 1 right bank. We'll see what you pick. Mm-hmm. And then 2 right banks and 1 left bank and see what you pick.
Yeah,
And
I
that
would
way
like
we
to
can
know.
see. Yeah.
Yeah, I
A
am
triangle
curious.
blind twice.
Yeah,
right.
I would be curious.
Well, tell the folks your top 3 red wines. I asked you earlier on your top 3 white wines that you've been drinking recently and you've been enjoying. What red wines have you been drinking, or what red wines have wowed you? Is there anything that you've had recently that's been new and you went, holy cow, I like that. What's that?
You know, Rob.
Yeah. You've had some good ones. You just don't know what the name of them are?
Yes, and you. I do know I like anything really a Sangiovese.
Yep.
That is, I love a Sangiovese.
Yep. We do love Sangiovese. But I will say that you've been very impressed with the last few bottles that I've opened up of Etna Rosso
Yes.
from Sicily.
Yes.
Yeah, and it can
Yes.
be very similar. You know, it's a delicate, more kind of finesse in this wine. A lot of times can be compared to Pinot Noir or a Barolo or something like that. Doesn't have that tannic structure of a Barolo, but
I would 100% agree with you because it seems like every time you open a bottle and I'm drinking it, I'm like, this is delicious. What is this?
Yeah.
Etna Rosso. And then the next time you open another one and again, I'm like blown. This is fabulous. What is this? It's another Etna Rosso.
yeah, and again,
love it.
Still great value for quality wines from
Yes.
that region. And you can get great Etna Rossos for low to mid 20s, to really good quality for less than $60. And there's not very many regions that you can do that.
Oh,
from,
absolutely.
So, yeah.
I also want to say that I'm going to eat crow.
Okay. I'm wondering what this is for.
On our episode of wine glasses.
Yeah.
And I said I didn't need any more wine glasses,
yeah.
that we have too many wine glasses.
We went to a Prosecco event.
I'm eating crow.
Okay. Tell people why. I'm glad you're doing this. I should have brought this up, not you.
Because at this wine event we went to, as we're walking around the area, drinking the wine, eating the little cheeses and the snacks and the crackers and enjoying ourselves, I passed by this beautiful case of glasses.
And in this case?
Beautiful champagne glasses.
Okay.
That I looked at and I said, I need those.
Not need.
Okay, I want those.
Those. That would be more accurate.
So I did add
So-
to our collection.
Do we have too many wine glasses? Oh, you
Yes
can't
and
pause
no.
that long.
No. Okay, I think we're at
so
a good
what
spot
you're saying
now.
is we should only have the glasses Sandra likes.
Yes.
Oh, that wasn't no pause. You didn't have to think about that. Holy cow. Listen, listeners, you can never have too many wine glasses.
But these glasses were so beautiful.
You really don't need that many. it's just another part of I call it the hobby of, when you get into wine, you find these different glasses. And, look, we have some glasses up there that you love drinking nice wine out of.
Yes.
It makes the experience a little bit better.
Absolutely.
Just the elegance of that glass.
You could use any of your glasses, but when you've got a delicious wine and it's in a beautiful glass and you're enjoying your fabulous
It helps
dinner,
enjoy the experience of that wine.
Absolutely.
So you don't have to have it, but it's an indulgence.
Nice. Yes.
It's getting different glasses for different wines. Not mandatory, not necessary, but it does kind of enhance the experience with certain wines.
And then the other thing that I want,
the
other glasses that I want are some coupes.
Oh, well, now we're
cocktails.
getting into our cocktails. Yeah, okay. Different subject there.
Yes.
Sandra, always fun to have you on.
That was fun.
I'm happy that I did pretty well on the wine quiz.
You did fabulous.
Yeah,
I really had no doubt.
I'm kind of all smiles now because I was like, man, I thought I was I didn't know what was gonna happen, but I did pretty well. So
you did really well.
Hey, the reading the books and a little education has been paying off.
And there's blue wine.
No such thing. I'm still calling bullshit on that one.
Now we got to go find a picture of that.
You go buy me a bottle of blue wine, and then we'll do another video review of reviewing the blue wine.
I'll hunt it down.
Yeah, you will. Well, thanks, babe. Enjoyed it.
You're welcome. Had fun.
Thanks, everybody, for listening to this episode of Food, Wine, and Whiskey. And until our next episode, enjoy your next pour. You going to pour me a glass of wine?
Absolutely.